Caution. This podcast is designed for mature audiences. We delve into topics surrounding sexuality and intimate relationships in a candid and open manner. Please note that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is intended solely for entertainment and informational purposes. If you are under 18 years old or prefer not to engage in explicit discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we advise against proceeding further. However, if you're of legal age and comfortable with such content, feel free to settle in, grab a beverage, and enjoy this episode. Just remember, time flies when you're having fun. Oh, and the stories you are about to hear are true. The names have been changed to protect the guilty.
Welcome to Beyond Monogamy, where every episode is a journey of discovery, liberation, and endless possibility. Join your hosts Roger Johnson and Janet Valentine as they peel back the layers of convention, inviting you into a world where passion knows no boundaries. Beyond Monogamy, a podcast that transcends the traditional norms of relationships to uncover the raw, unfiltered stories about the lifestyle. And now, your hosts, Roger Johnson and Janet Valentine.
Let's get this started. Welcome to Beyond Monogamy. I'm Janet Valentine.
I'm Barbie Triple E.
And I'm Steve the Professor.
And Roger says he's coming in hot, so we'll see if he makes it in time. He says, start without me and I'll catch up, which I have no doubt that he will catch up. So I start these episodes. I never have an idea. I mean, I have maybe a story or maybe a thing in my head. Used to be, especially when we first started recording this, I had stories that I knew I was going to tell. But we're getting to the point where we've done enough of these that I don't really know where the conversation's going to go, but I kind of like it. Okay.
Sure.
it's like we're at our own little party and, you know, it's virtual. We can't touch each other, but we sure can talk about some good stuff. So what's going on? Do we have music? Do we have a word? Do we have a story you want to talk about?
Oh,
what are we doing?
Well, I have a story. I have a word somewhere, and I have a reminder PSA if you want. It's just real little. So what would you like first?
You piqued my interest with the PSA. What's the PSA?
Yeah.
We've gone over this before, and it's just so ridiculous. We had a couple contact us wanting to get together. So here's a PSA. If you're going to send pictures, don't send one of you in the bathroom.
Oh, no.
And don't
That's
send
right.
one. And because the first thing we look at is the background.
Yes.
So don't be sending a picture to us when you got a pile of clothes
Yes.
in the corner of the room and you have a half-eaten sandwich on the nightstand. You know?
I think those people contacted us. I think those same people. No.
My God, a half-eaten sandwich? No.
We got to talk. You are so right. We got to talk.
You know, and
no bathroom pictures of any kind. People may think because of the mirror, you can stand there and see yourself. Forget it. It doesn't work. No bathroom pictures of any kind.
Yeah.
And you're right, man. Clean up your place. Are you trying to? First of all, if you're inviting me to your house, I'm not going. And then, if you want to come to my house, you know, do I really want you to come? What do we have in common? Ooh,
right.
But
yeah, so that's just a PSA. Now I found two short stories, and this is just hilarious. This lady.
Wait, I want to stop you for a second.
Sure,
I want to stop you for a second. Sometimes the only place that I can take a picture of myself naked, this used to be the truth, was in the bathroom. Okay. And I'm just saying, because I had children that were running around outside. And
true.
So how was I going to take a picture of myself? So in my defense, I have sent bathroom pictures. However, I was always self-conscious of what the towel looked like behind me. Okay.
Yes.
Was it color coordinator? Did it make my hair look good? Type stuff like that. Like I was that paranoid about it. So
right.
I did send bathroom pictures, y'all. So I'm not saying don't take one in the bathroom, but I'm just saying, you know,
class it up.
Yes.
Make sure the damn bathroom is clean. Don't have food in the picture. Okay.
Or one time a guy was showing his buff arm in his picture with his phone, click, click. with a roll of toilet paper right behind him on the edge of the vanity. That is a no-no. That, my friends, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, yes.
However, one of my favorite pictures of baby boy from NC on his profile was him in the bathroom showing us how he could be the towel holder.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
With a bath towel. Okay. One of my most
Okay.
favorite pictures was that one. So dudes, if you stage this correctly, I got it. Okay.
You're right. You
Sure.
are right.
But if
100% correct.
but if you've got hair in the sink or you've got the roll of toilet paper on the side of the
Move the
sandwich, I'm
paper.
done.
Yeah.
Move the
Yeah.
paper.
Move,
Yeah.
Right.
move the paper. No sandwiches.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, exactly.
Right. Anyway, so okay, Steve, I regress. Let's go back to
No,
what we're
no.
going to say next. You were excited.
Well, I yes. So this lady was in a BDSM relationship with the guy, and so they got busy. He blindfolded her, handcuffed her, thighs were changed together, and while they were going at it, he said, "Hang on a minute," mid thrust, and went into a grand mal seizure.
Oh, no.
She goes, luckily, her hands were handcuffed in front of her, so she was able to get the blindfold off to see what was going on, was making a weird noise because she couldn't tell. I guess he's thrashing around. She was able to get him to roll on his side, and they're on the bed, and so he didn't roll off. But he came around, and he goes, "Why the hell are you in the handcuffs?" He had no idea. She goes, "Dude, you did this to me." And he said, "Bullshit." He goes, "You're joking." He said, "No, found the handcuffs and meds." I said, "Oh my God. How?"
So wait. So Roger has just joined in. So Roger, you have to catch into the story. Okay.
I caught like 5 words, and my first thought is grippy socks, grippy box, but I might be way off.
We'll let Steve start again. I think I get it. So this woman was playing with this man. Was it their first time together, or do you know, Steve?
No, it did not say.
Okay, first, she's playing with this man. We don't know if it's their first time or not. BDSM relationship. He's got her handcuffed, tied up, all that other good stuff. He's going to town, and all of a sudden, he says, "Hang on a minute," and he's in mid thrust. Says, "Hang on a minute," and then he goes into a grand mal seizure.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a terrible thing to laugh about, because I said exactly what Roger said in my head. I was like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! What do I do?"
Yeah, no joke. Yeah.
I mean,
So
that's significant.
I'm just trying to imagine, like let's back up to 5 thrusts before that, when you probably started feeling this thing come on, and you had the presence to be like, "Hang on a minute," before you just locked up, I guess.
But the part you came in on that you came on it was Steve says when he finally comes to consciousness, he says, "Why are you in handcuffs?" And she says, "You put me there." Okay.
And he's not buying it.
He says, "No, I did not." Okay.
Well,
so is that a hell of an orgasm or not?
So he has this seizure, and does he just come out of it like the process, like your computer screen and the processor froze, and then it unfroze?
She said that she got the meds for him, gave him his meds, and he was up and ready to go again about an hour later. So damn.
Wow. Wow.
Seizure round 2.
Wow.
The people.
Ooh.
I'm going to give away some context clues here. The people I've treated, when I walk in and they're having a seizure, when they come out of it, like a post-dictal, they are not
really with it. Yeah.
not coherent whatsoever. And like half the time, like, okay, they're out of it and they're sitting there like like it, it's funny. You don't like they'll be snoring like,
Yeah, that's snoring respirations.
and it's so I don't know if I was going to be epileptic. That's how I want to be epileptic. I just
I guess,
Well,
five
I've
five
always
five
said
minute timeout, and then I'm tag me back
yeah,
in. Let's go.
I have always said that I want to die at the peak of the orgasm. I totally, and Barbie's laughing because she's heard it from me 1,000 times. Like I
Right,
will
right.
be riding a guy high and I will be like, dude, this is how I want to die. Y'all, I will tell everybody else in the room, this is how I want to die. On top of the guy having him coming inside of me and me coming in screaming and I die. That's the best way for me. I'm done.
Where's the data on this? Because we've all had that orgasm. Like
Mm.
if I was gonna die, you
It'd
just
blow your
just
head
like
off.
you say, just
Blow
at
your
the
head
at
off.
the absolute peak of it,
The apex, you bet.
and and you just I guess you just have a sudden brain bleed and just and then that's it.
yeah.
Like where's the data on that? I bet I can
Well,
win the
okay.
lottery twice.
Okay, I bet you
My
could. But I also believe, there's a lot of people who die on the toilet.
Oh, I know that.
I
Elvis did,
know.
right?
I
And
know.
that's because of the drugs or whatever. I do not
Well,
want to die on the toilet.
no, but I mean, if that happens, then that probably happens at the mid climax. Somebody has a click off, don't you think? Don't you think some heart condition or, I mean,
Well,
what's happening in the toilet where you die?
I've
And then
always
what's
said,
happening in
I have
orgasm?
always thought that's how Big Dick Donnie is going to die. Because
Oh, yeah.
he has had the stents put in, he has had the heart attack, and 3 weeks after the operation, he is coming to a party, popping the Viagra and fucking, even though they told him not to.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
so
um,
So, yeah,
I
that's
don't
one
know
way to go. But
if
Yeah, it
chances
is.
are real. Yeah,
if I
it
can
won't go
see
out that way.
if I can see the end coming and
Ah,
it's not at the peak orgasm, I'm just gonna be like, damn.
damn.
yeah. One more,
Barbie knew where I
God.
was
One
going.
more,
Damn.
God. Just let me live for one more, please, God. Just let me pick the moment. Okay. If you let me pick the moment, it's at the apex of that thing.
You
Okay.
know,
But then don't forget, your carcass will be there and can be also used. You haven't talked
Yeah.
about that.
well,
I
I
haven't
was talking
talked about it in
about
a
like
while. But yes,
I finally get
all
to
y'all are
shark
going to run from
dive.
the room. There's going to be somebody standing there that says, I remember her death wish and I get to fuck her. That'd be fine. If there was one of those guys in the room, I'd be happy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All
I always thought
right.
what would
You
happen
guys are up.
if someone had a heart attack at
Oh,
a
at a
house party.
party.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
oh, you know what? That that has to have happened. And
Oh
that
yeah.
has to
Lola
have
was
been,
telling me about it, I think.
there has to be some first responders that have some fantastic stories about having to go to
Yeah.
the swingers party to get the guy out of the hot tub or
Well,
something,
Yeah.
that and when the boat burned, when the swingers boat burned and they were all jumping off, and then,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. God.
Yeah.
Well, let's just
Unbelievable.
hope that doesn't happen. But,
That's right.
there are some stories.
I
All right.
have one more
okay.
Yes.
health related story.
Okay.
So the lady was dating a guy years ago, dating him from work, and she had gave him a blowjob. And then all of a sudden he just quit talking to her and started distancing himself from her. But
Um,
later on they grabbed a drink together and he said, "Do you remember when we had lunch on a Sunday? What you had for lunch on that Sunday?" She goes, "No, I have no idea." He said, "You had cashew chicken." He goes, "I'm allergic to cashews." His dick exploded into a swollen, itchy,
oh,
red piece
Oh,
of meat from the blowjob that she had given him.
oh,
Wait,
oh,
where where
really?
where where
wow.
where did the meat go?
Well, no, cashew chicken. It's the cashews that were the problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the chicken.
It was a chicken with the cashews.
It's the cashews that were the problem. So
Because
because it
she
was
had
in her
eaten.
system,
I call bullshit. So this guy tell you this story, or how did you
No,
hear about this
no,
story?
I found it. I found it on one of the
Okay,
locations.
I cry bullshit on that one. And the reason I do is because if you are that severely allergic to that, you know that this has had to have happened to him before. She would not have been the first one who ate some peanut butter. Because I got to tell you, one of my favorite blowjobs is the Reese's blowjob, where you take the peanut butter and you put it on the dick and you make it real good and hard. And then you take the chocolate sauce and pour it on there. And then you get to all the girls to lick it all off. And you get 3 or 4 of us ladies, and we have a contest to see who can eat the most peanut butter the fastest and then make that guy happy. And the winner is the one who gets the nut off of it.
of course.
That's called
Of
the
course.
Reese's. The Reese's. Now I don't want to get in trouble with Reese's. I probably don't have the right to use that name.
We
That's
don't have
called the peanut butter
sponsorship.
and chocolate. Yeah, that's right. We don't have sponsorship. That's called the PB. I guess it would be PB
Peanut butter cup.
PB
Peanut butter cup.
PBB peanut butter blowjobs.
So the girl,
PBBJ PBBJ. Let's do that.
so the girl had cashew chicken. Were they out to lunch together?
What?
Were they out to lunch together? And when
Yes.
she had that
Yeah.
cashew chicken?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
so he
yeah.
would have known. Don't let
And-
her suck
Yeah.
your
So,
wiener.
And
Hey,
then a little
there's
after
some-
lunch BJ, and because that was, I mean, I'm like, does she have some stuck in her teeth? I mean, I don't. I'm,
Well, yeah.
I'm with you guys. Like, I don't get it. Like,
There's
well,
some culpability there.
yeah.
That
Well,
guy,
yeah. Yeah.
if he
Yeah.
saw her eating it,
Eating
come
the
on.
cashew chicken, yeah, you're probably, yeah, I agree with that. But I thought it was a funny story though, so I had to share
It's
it.
great.
she's eating the
can't
cashew
imagine the reaction.
chicken, and then go out to the car and blow a guy. What a good girl.
Yeah.
Good girl. She's about that nut. Anyway,
Well,
pun
there's
intended.
one couple in our close group from the COVID era when we had the small COVID parties. It's Jim and Katie. She's highly allergic to shrimp or any of those kind of that family, and it makes me wonder if I ate shrimp at a party or whatever, and then I ate her out later without really washing out my mouth and stuff, would that give her a reaction? So now I'm
I
going to
don't
have
think
to
she
think
would
about
want to
that.
find out. She
I
doesn't
don't
want to be
think
the one to
so.
find out. No.
Right. And I think we were always pretty aware of trying to make sure when she's at a party that we don't have shrimp,
Right.
or anything from the mollusk family that she doesn't, that she is, because she has it, like she carries an EpiPen around and she has to go to the hospital if it's,
Wow.
so yeah, but
So yeah,
we
don't.
just,
But you're right. I'll bet there is some research out there.
mhm.
Can you really pass on? I know you can pass on bacteria. Like if you've had a lot of sweets and then you go down on somebody, you're kind of setting them up for a UTI. But I don't know if you've eaten something like shrimp.
That goes back to Roger's question last week. If a woman has a THC suppository and he goes down and eats her ass, does he test positive?
Probably.
So
Well, is
if
it a
you eat
contact
cashew
high?
chicken,
Is it a contact high? That's
Yeah.
more importantly.
So like with you, Janet, if you go down on Katie, as you've eaten shellfish or whatever, is she going to get, reap the not the rewards, but
No, the spoils.
I don't know.
So.
It's just we when we order food, we're trying to be very careful of her and things like that. So, but contact high.
All right, don't get your panties in a wad. We will be right back after this commercial break. Wait, who's wearing panties?
Are you tired of explaining that your upside-down pineapple decor is just an aesthetic choice? With Pineapple Prime, we make subtlety simple. Every month, receive curated home accessories that whisper open-minded without screaming it to the HOA. From welcome mats that wink to wine charms that start conversations, Pineapple Prime delivers more than decor. It delivers possibilities. Pineapple Prime, because some fruits were never meant to stay in the bowl.
Now that we're all commando, let's get back to the show.
You gotta love it.
What it makes me think about is, it makes me go back to, now for all of you flies on the wall who are true fans that have been flies on the wall for a long time, there is an episode where I discuss one of my bad experiences, and the professor happened to be there, and it was but definitely where the rule of 6 happened with me, and the guy made me suck on scope every action I did. Okay. I would kiss him, then he'd say, before I go down on him, I had to go and use the scope in the bathroom. And then when I was sucking on him and I would go back up to kiss him again, he'd be like, no, you have to go and use the scope in the bathroom. I had no clue why he would do that. I just thought he was a stupid freak. Okay.
Well, there is that.
And because, but maybe he had a UTI or something from a long time ago. Maybe there's a reason why he's the scope man. Okay.
Maybe so.
But
I would also then advocate for a little communication. You know?
Exactly.
All
Tell me the story.
he could have told you, hey, you know what? I'm real sensitive down there. I get a but you know, he's talking about his junk. Guys don't want to talk about that.
Well, yeah, but she also, his girlfriend also was the same way. So,
she wanted the scope too.
Well, but maybe they had maybe they had both gotten it from a party or something, so they figured this was the way to do it. And so, I mean, I should have figured it out when you went into the bathroom and there were 2 huge bottles of scope and 2 stacks of Dixie cups. Okay.
Well,
oh, that's a first. That's a first. I'm telling you.
My theory was that he was going to say, every time you do that, I'm just imagining you gargling my cum, and it's really turning me on. But like, if they were both doing it, that goes my theory.
Yeah.
Your theory is a lot hotter, actually.
they actually contacted Elle and I several years later. Said, "Hey, this is B&C. You know, remember us from?" I'm going, "Oh yeah, I remember you."
Can't forget.
Yeah.
Can't forget.
Janet makes fun of Al all the time because there was Al doing Fabio looking at me like, I'm sorry, you have to do this loser guy.
And I said, thank you for asking, but no, we're quite busy. So we passed.
And I guess that was so weird because that was the couple where he was cheating on his wife, she was cheating on her husband, and they would meet together to swing together. Which was, you know, and you kind of go, I don't want to know. Okay. Especially if you're hot. I don't really want to know.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to talk.
Really
you don't even have to talk.
Okay, so, it's not worth the hassle. So here's this negative thing. And then I'm going to give you a try and we're going to figure it out. And if the sex is really good, I'm going to ignore the negative thing. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. But I'm not going to ignore the negative thing if you couple it with the fact that I got to go wash my mouth out every freaking 5 minutes with scope just so we can go up and down or whatever. Oh my God.
No, sorry. No. No.
Very true.
Well,
but look at the wide variety of people we've met. Just think about it again. Just reflect on that for just a moment. Think of the wide variety of people you would have never met had you stuck to, as we talked about last week, with what, 4 to 5 partners, right. 2 for women, right. 2 to 3 for women.
Yeah.
You know.
So that brings me back to, we ended the podcast the last time with, what letters does Professor Steve, what have you not fucked? And you were supposed to give them to us. And then
Yep.
we're going to let the listeners know. And if there's any of y'all out there who want to help us in our quests, just send us a note. Go to beyondmonogamypodcast.com and send us a note to either Roger or to me. Send us an email. We keep you anonymous or whatever. But, so we know we're looking for the letters X, Y, and Z. No Zeldas. We haven't had any Zeldas. No Yolandas. Okay.
Yep.
We haven't done any of those. What else?
We have an F,
Ah,
an
You haven't done
I.
a Fran or a
No.
Frankie?
Felicia.
I have.
Felicia?
Oh, there's a Frankie I want to do, but she's in California and travels all over the world. So, but she's a
Mhm.
hottie. But no, but no F's, no I's.
I know.
I know.
Irene.
Oh,
Irene.
Eileen,
Yeah.
come on, Eileen.
yeah.
Eileen,
No,
back
Oh,
a
wait, that's
bit.
spelled with an E.
Eileen,
No,
back a bit.
Yeah.
Eileen, she's got one leg shorter than the other leg.
Oh, jeez.
All right, what else?
Okay. We have the I. O.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a tough
Oh,
one.
it's hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, no,
Olivia.
I got an O.
Olivia?
I know an
Olivia.
O that's active. I tried to get O on this podcast. I got an O that I met at a party. She is a older woman that is still going strong. I can make that happen.
All right.
Sign me up.
All right, there's a
I
box.
got an O.
There's a
Yep.
box
got
in the bingo card.
I
Yep.
got an
And
O for
so-
the bingo card.
Good. And then Q
Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
hard.
and a U. Ursula.
Ursula.
Yeah, and then that's about it. For my and of course the X, Y, and the Z. So, but that's it. So it's about what 6,
Oh.
7.
Oh,
Golly.
About 6 or 7. So
so how
anybody
about-
out there?
Wait, if we get an Asian woman where they have the names flipped around because they start with their last name and then their first name, and her last name is Xi, right?
Yeah.
That would count. So
Yes,
we're looking for you, honey.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
and let's see, a black girl named Queen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm.
Yep. So there
Let's
we
see.
go.
What other letters? You
you.
said O. Oh, you.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't want to say the
Ursula.
O. Well, I'm not going to
Yeah.
say the woman's name, but her name does
No.
start with an O because I don't want to out her. But
Right.
but she
We
is
got that
definitely
one.
an O.
So is this a
Oh.
road trip? O,
Yes,
Janet. Okay.
Uma
to the party
Thurman.
that I drive 4 hours to.
Oh.
Oh, that's the O.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
We were supposed to go with you to that party
Exactly.
when the tornado and her husband were going down to see Willie Nelson.
Okay.
He said they wanted to go see Willie Nelson. I said, "Hell, I don't see Willie Nelson. I want to go to the fuck party." So
Right. Okay. So I'm just saying we gotta get you guys there to that party because she goes to those parties every time.
oh wow.
And she's another one that I asked her to be on the podcast, and she said she listened to it, and she's like, "You guys have much more exciting lives than I do." I don't think you people realize that you do have some great stories, because she's got like 3 or 4 boyfriends, and her, how she got into it was her boyfriend got her into it, and I wanted her to tell that story, and then I just wanted her to tell the story about, what are your, I fix it. She's older and still kicking it.
Yeah.
I mean, this woman's hitting her 80s.
I have a
Okay,
question.
and
Yeah.
she's hot.
That's
Is
great.
Maryland's I never mind. I have a V. I forgot. Never mind. I was saying
Yes.
V. So I
Right?
have one. I had thought about somebody, but oh well, too late. I already got a V.
Nope.
But-
Nope. This woman fits it. And so maybe if she's listening, you need to reach back out to me. I'm going to talk to you at the next party and say, we've got to get this figured out because she
Yes.
ticks a box. She is a bingo box.
Sweet.
Now, but Janet, let's you and I visit for just a moment. We couldn't even remember the names to put in the boxes.
I know. That's why it's amazing that he did that.
I
'Cause
know.
He's such the professor. That
He is the
so him.
professor.
That is what
And
he
married
does.
to the librarian. Married to the library.
Right. And those guys, that's fine. This is just not me. And in fact, I can't tell you the names of the Frenchmen that did me in that Paris thing. We can make them up and make sure that I get the
Right.
bingo card that way.
Well,
I,
it's a lot easier for me to remember the women I've played with as opposed to L playing,
Yeah, yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, and she doesn't keep track. She doesn't care.
really? So
Yeah.
have you been in like an orgy setting where there's been just a big old body doggy pile and you know the names of everybody that you're fucking?
Hmm. I have.
Oh my
Well,
God.
well, we were at the outdoor pool party
Yes.
where you met us the first time.
Yes.
We were at at a party at that house, and
Mhm.
there's a ton of people there. And I'm standing in the kitchen. The host is standing right next to me. Everybody's talking, and she says, "Hey, Steve." She goes, "Come here." I said, "What?" She goes, "Come here." She goes, "Who is this? Who's this person?" So I rattle off the name. She goes, "And who's that person?" I tell her who it is. I said, "They've been to your party like 10 times." She goes, "I don't remember their names. Now, is this person married to that person?" I go, "No, this person's married to that person." So that's just my savant talent is remembering names.
Right. That's why you're the professor. This is
That's
not
right.
on my important things thing. My brain
Yeah,
can't handle that. I have to let some of that out.
That's right.
yeah. I
You
have
Oh,
know,
I have even this is how goofy I get sometimes. I have tried to from memory list all the women I played with.
oh, wow. Well, that's a good memory game.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a good
tough.
one.
It's tough, but,
I
but
gotta
I,
tell you, I can sing 99 bottles of beer faster than I can the names of everybody that I have.
Oh, amen. Amen. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. Oh
yeah.
God. Yeah. Could you even really in some of those clubs stop, and say, "Oh, pardon me. What's your name again?"
I was, and I tell
Did
this
I
story
did I fuck
about
you or you?
and I've done that at a party, a couple
I
of
have
parties,
to.
and then I was at the party the one time where nobody was playing, so we went in to Fabio and I went in, started playing with each other, and then a bunch of people joined on the bed, and this one guy starts fucking me, and he's like, he's okay, and in mid fuck, he says, "My name is." Hi, my name is Mike. And I was like, mid thrust, he keeps going. And I said, my name is Janet. And he's like, oh, nice to meet you, Janet. And we're saying this as we're fucking, and I start laughing. And he goes, you need to laugh more because that feels really good. And so I was like, okay. And I go, this is just surreal that this guy's fucking me in the middle of it. We're introducing ourselves like we're meeting at a
Yeah.
regular non-fuck party. And then he goes, can somebody get me a beer? Because there was a bunch of wallflowers. Okay, there's a bunch of wallflowers standing there. And by this time, I got to tell you, if you're at a party and you don't like to be watched or be fucked, then don't go where the door's open. Leave the door
Right.
open. That's fine, and you get used to it, and it's kind of fun after a while. Bunch
Oh
of
yeah.
people are standing there, the wallflowers, and he's like, "Can I get a beer?" And I am my legs are up in the air, and I look at him and I said, "Really?" And he goes, yeah, I would like a beer. And I go, we are in mid fuck. And I said, will this make your dick get harder? And he goes, yes. And I go, somebody get him a beer.
Yeah.
And they got him a beer and his dick got harder. And it's like, okay, I'm good.
Yep. Whatever works. Whatever. But I like
So
that. Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah. Instead of shaking
really,
hands, let me put my
no,
dick in your pussy.
he couldn't shake hands because his hands were busy because he was holding on to the bedpost fucking me.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's like those are great parties. But yeah, but I think it's fun that this is your personality. That's what you like to do. Uh, you know, Barbie and I can it's easier for us to do ethnicities or professions. Okay. Because we will do professions. Now, I did not ask all 19 of the people that fucked me in the Paris
No.
nightclub what their
No.
professions were. So I'm sure that I lost it. But I did do the jockey who was there that night. Okay. And told me he was a jockey. So I did not specifically ask every guy before you fuck me, you have to tell me what it is
Yeah.
you do so I can check it
No.
off on my little booklet or whatever. Okay. But afterwards, we would reconvene and I would say, I did a jockey.
Yeah, I love it. And then when we would talk about like getting the world map and just
Right.
putting a little dot in there, like, yes, I fucked there and there and there and there.
I
and
fucked a
there.
guy from Morocco. I fucked a
Uh-huh.
guy from Uganda. I fucked a guy. Yeah, we were going through that.
Wow.
We're going international, baby. International.
And there was one party that we had, and somebody comes up to me. We were on the big bed upstairs, and they go, "Hey, an Indian guy just walked in the door." I was like, "Really? Where's Barbie?"
Yeah, I wanted
to
to
try and get to
get
the
that.
Indian guy
Get the
first.
end. Yes, yes. And I did not get him. I did
did.
not. And was it
It
worthy?
was it was okay. It's different. You know, this is where I'm going to talk about pheromones, and I'm going to talk about different smells that come, you know, that you have to be comfortable with. And the thing is, that's what happens with some of the ethnicities. They're eating different foods than you're used to. They have different spices than you're used to. And so that means in the middle of sex, y'all can't stop yourself from putting these pheromones out during sex. You can't. I don't care how much Axe cologne you men throw all over yourselves. You cannot stop it. That's again another reason why it pisses me off when that guy throws that cologne all over his chest hair thinking it's a great thing. No, it stinks because I hate licking that stuff. Okay. And let me go, just give me the guy that's had a shower, you've used some soap or whatever.
Shower.
I mean, shower is all I need. And then let's fuck. And that, give me that sweat that tastes like sweat. Love it. Okay. And then the smell comes out. And so the only thing that happens, and with this one, I remember it was a different smell. And it's not your body's not used to it. And so then you got to decide if this makes you excited or not, or is this a turnoff for you? And I don't have that really good of a schnoz in terms of smelling. So I was fine with it, but it was just a different smell.
Mhm.
So, but you know, I don't want
But
to take
that's a
it down a
completely
bad path.
no, and that's a completely different smell than unclean. I don't
That's
care
true.
what when your body is in the throes of sex and your sweat smells like curry or something, whatever it is,
Right.
you know,
Right.
that's still a much, much better thing than unclean.
right.
Take a shower.
Right.
Take a shower. Take a shower.
Right. And there was one guy that would come on a regular basis to our afternoon delight parties, and he would smell. And so the first step that I would do would be to take him back to the bathroom and let's shower together. Let me clean you off. And I would tell him, this is my turn on. Okay. I really like to clean a guy. Okay. So that was how I got past this guy smells.
Oh, God bless you, woman.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah.
If I'd have
Oh,
known that,
my.
if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have showered before I came over.
That's right.
Oh,
Get a little
no,
shower.
but
I'd have been like, sorry, I just got done mowing the yard. I didn't have time to.
I will say that.
I've been mowing for 4 hours and didn't have time to shower.
I will say Janet was pretty good about showering with the friends that came to visit, including the friend that you are married to.
yes.
You took a shower with him at a party.
Yes, I got in trouble for it. Yes, my first husband said you can't shower with that person, and I didn't listen. but I have this friend who told me rules were meant to be broken, and I listen to her a lot.
I think I know that person. Yeah. Oh golly. Don't listen to
Yeah,
her.
we just, it was there is something sensual about taking somebody, even so if they're dirty or whatever, and taking them and putting them in the shower, and then the watching the water wash off the dirt, sudsing them up, and then,
Oh, it's very erotic.
scrubbing them with your boobs. That's so fun. I mean, we have built-in sponges, people. Okay, we got built-in loofahs, right? So you just put the soap all over on yourself and rub up next to the guy and make some suds. That's fun. Okay.
Good time.
So yes,
That
Roger, if you came in and said that you'd been mowing the lawn for 4 hours, I'm grabbing your ass, taking your clothes off, putting you in the shower, sudsing myself up, putting you on the water, and we're dancing in the shower. Mm-hmm.
You'd have been pregnant before the shower cut off.
Oh,
I totally would have been.
Ugh. Anyway.
oh,
I'm just, there's an answer to some things, and I just want to be honest about, yes, I have a distinct memory of the Indian and remember the smell. And it's not a bad smell. It was just,
no.
it was something I had not smelled before. And since then, I have had friends that are Indian friends that I hang out with or whatever, and I will have a touch of that smell. It brings me back to a good time at the party. And then it's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Good memory. Not necessarily spank bank, just a good times. We have done a lot in our lives.
Oh my, have we? Wow.
yes.
Okay, well, this is a good time for us to stop and take a break, start a new conversation. We are this one's probably going to air after Thanksgiving, and then we'll probably have a week where we got to catch up because I don't think that I can record next week with all the people who are going to be in my house. I cannot imagine. Okay, I'll be in the bathroom taking pictures of myself because that's where the nudie pictures going to happen if we're going to do that at all.
Save the camera. Save the pictures.
It's Thanksgiving, you all. So you want to listen to some of these past episode ones and find out about the Scope Man and some of these other ones and catch up. Go to beyondmonogamypodcast.com. Leave a tip for Mandingo because his commercials, if you all have not listened to the commercials that are about halfway through every podcast, they are becoming so freaking funny. I got to tell you, Pineapple Prime has become, I just cannot stop laughing at Pineapple Prime. So keep it up, Mandingo. He doesn't get paid by anybody, so leave him a tip if you would. That'd be awesome. If you want a story on you want to join us, it doesn't have to be, we don't have to use your name. We'd love to hear your stories to get on this podcast. Just send us a note there on beyondmonogamypodcast.com. And then I guess if you are any of those letters and you're interested in Professor, maybe we can hook up Professor with some of them because I know I've got the O covered. But I hope that you guys, when after the holidays, come back and listen, and that you come again and come again and come again.
That's it for this episode of Beyond Monogamy. We hope you enjoyed our podcast, and we look forward to having you back again for the next episode of Beyond Monogamy.